On Monday, April 9th, Troy Parker was outside Midtown Billiards fisting with friends when he noticed a couple leaving the bar. They appeared to be in an argument, and the man was yelling at the woman and was calling her out of her name or calling her a bitch. Troy did not recognize the man, who appeared to be quite intoxicated, but he recognized the female. The couple separated and headed off to different areas in the parking lot across the street from the bar. Troy went to ask the female if she was okay. She told Troy she was, and Troy walked towards the inebriated man who was wobbling towards his vehicle. Troy caught up with the man and told him that he should not have called the woman a bitch. What follows is an interview with Troy Parker conducted by Chief Ian Lee Bordeaux of the Bordeaux Rake-Up Transparency Project, in which Troy tells us what transpired that night.
And I'm with Troy Parker. He was arrested Sunday, was it?
Mm-hmm.
In the parking lot of Midtown Billiards. I read a report that stated that a off-duty officer, behaving as if he was an undercover officer, arrested you. And according to this report, he arrested you because he personally witnessed you, quote unquote, snorting drugs, unquote, in the Midtown Billiards bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the last time you have been in Midtown?
I have not been in Midtown in about 7 or 8 years now.
So you have never stepped foot
Mm-mm.
in Midtown?
Nope.
Within a 7 to 8 year period?
No,
Not
sir.
even once?
No, sir.
Let alone the bathroom?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you ever seen this individual before that arrested
no, sir.
you? So he doesn't know you, he doesn't have any personal grudge or anything against you?
No, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me the first time that you saw this guy?
I seen him Sunday night coming out of Midtown Billiards.
Where were you when you saw him?
Outside, right beside Midtown Billiards.
What was he doing as far as you are aware?
He called the girl out of her name, and I walked up to him and told him not to do that.
Troy Parker was arrested this last Sunday across the street from Midtown Billiards in the parking lot. Can you tell me exactly what happened, what you saw?
I was outside of Midtown Billiards, and this officer came outside.
Did you know he was an officer at the time?
No, I didn't know he was an officer.
What kind of clothes was he wearing? Plain clothes?
Just regular clothes.
Okay.
And he came out calling some girl a bitch out of her name.
Was this in front of Midtown or in a parking lot?
In front of Midtown.
Okay.
And he walked across the street to the parking lot.
Was the girl with him?
No.
Okay.
Nah. And then I walked over there and told her not to call her out of her name. And then he yelled out, Little Rock Police. Then he started hitting on me. And I'm trying to get him out.
He started hitting on you?
Yeah.
Or he tried to take you into custody?
He tried to hit on me. Then he busted my top lip.
Okay, so, all right. Let me make sure I understand this. You're saying that you witnessed an individual calling a female a bitch. Was that all he was doing? Just screaming? Was he doing anything else?
That's all that he was doing.
Was he being physical with her at all? Or?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope.
So he just called her a bitch.
Yep.
And when he got to the parking lot, you said what to him?
I told him not to call her out of her name.
You said, don't call her out of her name?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the way you said it.
Hey, man, don't call her out of her name like that. She's not a bitch.
Okay. Did you know this lady?
I knew her as a friend, but
you know of her?
Yeah.
Okay. So you felt it was personally insulting to her, and as a friend or someone that you knew, it was insulting to you.
Yep.
So you felt defensive about the situation.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So at this point, what did he do?
He started putting his hands on me.
Now, what does that mean? Describe exactly what he did. When he starts putting his hands on you, don't try to use these terms that are very general. I want to try to understand exactly what he did. When he put his hands on you, does that mean, did he grab you by the shoulder? Did
he grabbed me by the shoulders.
Shoulder, hands, where did he grab you?
my shoulder right there.
And what was he trying to do?
He threw me down, tried to put me in the headlock, and then he
Tried to put you in the headlock. Did he say, so basically he says, Little Rock Police, and then he tackled you, is what it sounds like? He tackled you, you went down to the ground?
Yeah.
And then what did he do?
He punched me in my top lip.
He punched you? He didn't try to tell you, he didn't give you any orders? Or put your hands behind your back? Or do not resist?
Yep. Then he put me in the chokehold.
He put you in a chokehold?
Chokehold. Yep.
Was he trying to put you to sleep trying to chokehold?
Probably, yes, sir.
And what did you do?
I had to stay down until the police got there, because he wouldn't let my neck, he wouldn't get me out the chokehold.
Okay.
And he kept me there until the police got there.
Why did the police get there?
He called them. He called the police? Little police.
So did he call them while he had you in a chokehold?
That was before. Before he put me in the chokehold. And
before he made contact with you physically?
Mm-hmm.
So what did happen first? Did he say Little Rock Police first, or did he make a phone call?
Police first, then he called the police, then he put me in the chokehold.
What were you doing when he said Little Rock Police?
I was trying to get away from him.
So you were departing the situation, and he actually pursued you.
Yes, sir.
And that's when he tackled you, I guess? Yes, that's how he hit your shoulder?
Yes, sir.
So at this point, you're on the ground. He has you in a headlock. And the way you put it is you just waited there for the police because you knew he called the police, I'm assuming. So what happened after that?
And then when the police got there, before the police got there, he ripped my pants.
He ripped your pants?
Ripped my pocket on this side.
Because you were struggling?
Yeah.
Still?
I keep my wallet in my front pocket. Then when I did try to turn around, I seen him. I glanced at him, and he tried to put a bag of cocaine in my wallet.
But so you're saying he ripped your pants while he was trying to get your wallet out, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he did get my wallet out after he ripped my pants.
So he ripped your pants to get your wallet out? Does it seem like?
Yes, sir. And
then he pulled your wallet out?
He pulled my wallet out.
Did he take anything out of your wallet?
He didn't take nothing out of it. He just put that bag of cocaine in it. And
so as he's doing this, he's doing this with both hands?
He did it with the one hand, then he
you're still down?
Yeah.
Is he on top of you? What is he doing?
He was on top of me.
Okay. Is a knee on you? I mean, what else how is he keeping you down? You're just not struggling anymore?
No, because
you're not resisting?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
And when the police got there, all my belongings was out there on the ground.
Okay.
And when I went to the place on 12th Street Station, talked to some detectives and some more other people. And
what kind of questions did they ask you?
Asked me what all happened and what he did and all that other stuff. And then they took me to the jailhouse. I did my mugshot, my fingerprints, signed a couple of papers, and I got right back out.
You signed a couple of papers right then and there, and they just let you out?
Yes, sir.
They said a bond or anything?
They didn't say a bond. They just said a plea date, court date.
So did they tell you they were going to do that before they did it?
Nope.
So they questioned you and everything else?
Yes, sir.
For possession of cocaine, I'm
assuming?
Yes, sir. What about resisting arrest?
They didn't say nothing like that.
What about assault upon an officer?
They didn't tell me that.
Okay. What, in your judgment, was the condition of this individual, this so-called officer?
He was drunk inside of Midtown.
How do you know that?
That's what I was hearing. He was drunk inside of Midtown.
Did he look drunk to you?
Yes. Yep, he really did. And he was way out of his league on me. Okay. Way beyond himself.
So in the questioning that occurred with the detectives, you basically told them what you've told me just now, correct?
Yes, sir. And I talked to Attorney Affairs, too.
You talked with Internal Affairs?
Yes, sir.
That night?
Yes, sir. The same night when I was on 12th Street, I talked to some detectives and
do you recall the names of any of these people?
I can't remember.
All right. So you all actually spoke to Internal Affairs that night?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's very interesting. Well, thank you for your time, sir. And
Yes, sir.
I'll be doing my part in making sure that justice is done on this.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. This is the Bordeaux Rate Cop Transparency Project, and we're on the gun, and we're going to get this matter taken care of the way it needs to. Thank you for your time, sir.
According to multiple sources, including some from inside the Little Rock Police Department, the inebriated man, off-duty Little Rock police officer Billy Fibster Brackins, told responding officers that he had observed Troy Parker snorting drugs in the restroom inside the bar. That information was included in the initial report, and when Troy told detectives at the 12th Street station that he had not been in the bar that night or any other time for several years, and that the drugs allegedly found in his wallet were not his, they called in investigators from the Internal Affairs Division. IAD officers interrogated Troy, and finding him credible, went to Midtown and viewed security camera footage. Troy was not observed entering, being inside, or exiting the bar. In spite of the lie that drunk off-duty officer Fibster Brackins told his co-workers, Troy was still charged with possession of a controlled substance, a Class D felony. Troy is scheduled to appear in Little Rock District Court for an arraignment on Monday, April 16th. According to sources from inside LRPD, Fibster Brackins has been relieved of duty pending the completion of an internal investigation. Sources also told us that IAD investigators wanted to have Fibster Brackins undergo a drug test, but command staff objected.